I guess, do I even need the candle in the frame? No, I'm too pressed about the candle being in the frame. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day. Wherever you are, I hope you're good whenever you're seeing this. I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to get on here because for this live, I want to do a collective reading, but I want it to be based on what you guys want me to do readings on. Well, I basically want you guys to just let me know what I should pull cards on, and I'll do some spreads basically on what you guys have to say, and I'll do some downloads on it. So hey y'all, if you're here, please like it so more people can come and see and give their feedback and stuff. But I hope everybody is doing good. I just filmed a video today about the book club and all of the books that we've read thus far. So make sure that you guys tap in. But I am going to be doing these lives ever so often. I might try to do these once a week, where it's a collective reading led by the collective. So basically you guys will be able to chime here and let me know what you're thinking about, what you want me to pull some cards on, what's been on your mind, or just what you feel the collective has been dealing with. Because most of the times, if a few of us are dealing with these things, and everybody can kind of relate to it. So yeah, if you guys want to chime in, let me know what you have been dealing with. Let me know what you have going on. If you see something here that you can resonate with, then please let me know. Like me too, I'm dealing with this as well. You know, second whatever you see, and I'm going to pull, you know, some spreads basically based on that. And it'll be a collective reading, and it'll resonate with everybody that sees it. And yeah, we'll basically do it led by what you guys are interested in. So I hope that everybody has been having a good day. We're just using 2 decks here. We're keeping it simple. And I never show you guys the decks I'm using. I'm so sorry. But I don't be knowing the decks. And when y'all be asking me, I be laid up in my bed on my phone like this. And the deck be all the way on the other side of the room, but somewhere I don't even know where it's at. And I just be feeling too lazy to get up and go get it. But I'm going to show y'all on here because I got it right here. So we have the Energy Oracle cards. That's the Oracle cards that I'm using. One of my first Oracle decks. And I also have Tarot of the Nile. Excuse my beat up box. I obviously use this a lot. We have the Tarot of the Nile. So yeah. But I thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all. I thank you guys for tapping in to the last video and giving me life. Oh my God, this is the hat, y'all. This is the hat. I started on this hat in the last video that I did, and I wanted to kind of show you guys the hat, but I basically finished off camera, of course. So this is the hat, y'all. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull some cards. I kind of want to get into it. I don't want it to be too much filler in the beginning of the video for the people that are watching back. But let's go ahead and get into it. So we have feeling stagnant. Grace says, hey Grace, feeling stagnant, but also feeling a major switch happening. Okay. Art, career, purpose from Kara. Okay. Cards on what to expect going into this next season of my life. Nadia. Friendship problems. Okay, simply me. I definitely think friendship problems will be good. Somebody else said friend. Oh, you said friends again. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Scorpion says, has anyone been feeling like life is testing them more lately, but only because something great is ahead? I'm curious to know what is ahead. Okay. So, I guess, you know, just downloads. I think a lot of people are dealing with a lot of struggle right now. And I think I said before that a new beginning and a struggle is synonymous. You know, whenever we have a tower moment, we have something being destroyed so something else can be rebuilt in its place. And a lot of thought processes need to be broken down. A lot of perspectives need to be broken down. A lot of situations need to be broken down. And how are these things broken down and replaced by anything else besides destruction? You know, it has to be destroyed. It has to be torn down. So, you know, it's just a part of the process. And when you want big change, you have to understand what big change represents. You know, big change represents, you know, a death. It represents a transformation on a serious level. It represents something that's going to affect you in a lot of different ways outside of just that one thing. It's going to affect everything else. And also, you know, the things that we're experiencing is not just about us, it's about the people that's connected to us, the people that's connected to them. So yeah, I mean, anytime you're stepping into change, it's definitely going to be a lot. And I feel like a lot of us are kind of ending a cycle that we started stepping into in 2020. And, you know, I think it's going to lead to a lot of change spiritually. And I think this eclipse season is definitely going to be a major one, especially since we've had all of these supermoons back to back. The last supermoon is going to be, the last supermoon of the year is tomorrow. And I'm still doing those readings if you guys want one for the supermoon, full moon, harvest moon that we're going to have. There's a lot going on with the moon, honey. But yeah, I think everybody's in a really stressful time, especially if you have a lot of things that you're working on. But I think it's important to know that, you know, pressure makes diamonds. You know, we always say that we have to go through rough patches to understand what we need to understand. But think about it like this. You know, if you say, I'm ready for new friends, but you can't communicate, you about to deal with some rough situations that you're going to have to communicate. Why? So you need to learn, because you need to learn to communicate to come into contact with those new friends. If you say, I'm ready for a new job, I'm ready for my first 6-figure year, but money run through your hand like water, you're going to end up broke. Because you're going to have to understand how to make your money stretch, how to make your money last, and how to be more responsible with your money. So you might go through a place where you're not making a lot of money because you have to go through that to learn how to handle the 6 figures that you're going to be getting. You know, no matter what you want, you have to be prepared to handle that. And God is not going to give you something that you are going to squander. That is not what the Lord wants to do. You know, so if you want to get something, you have to be ready to receive it. And yeah, some of us, you know, are cognizant enough and we're on our journey enough where we can, you know, learn to set boundaries on our own and do a releasing ritual and figure it out. But guess what? You're still going to be tested to make sure that you can do it. And you have to prove to yourself, okay, I can do this. I'm responsible enough. I'm ready. You doing that and you seeing yourself conquer anything is a big part in being able to move forward, you know? It definitely triggers your greatness. And I be telling people when you're triggered, it's a sign of a spiritual wound that needs to be dealt with. Being triggered is not a bad thing. It's the best thing that can happen because you don't want to be played by your past. You don't want to feel like something isn't affecting you when it quite literally is affecting everything that you do. It's always better to be aware of something than to not be aware of it, you know? So let's just pull a spread, y'all. We're talking about a little bit of everything, but let's get into it. And I feel like this can kind of apply to, you know, a lot of different situations. Again, my name is Christian, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. If you want to know where you can book private sessions with me, you can check down below in the description box and get the tea. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing great. Have a good one, Boomy Star. Thank you for tapping in for a little bit of time. I have to find a time that works for everybody, no matter where they are in the world. But thank you. I'm going to be getting on at random times. Right now, it's like 1:30 p.m. for me. I'm going to get on sometimes in the morning, at night, you know, at different times so I can try to catch everybody. But yeah, we're going to be doing collective readings led by the collective. And I hope, you know, this is awesome. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm glad y'all love the hat. I need to think of some new stuff to crochet because I need to get some new yarn and think of some new stuff to make for the videos. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to this first spread, guys. We're going to pull the spreads how we always do. So we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. 8 of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. We also have man holding a coin. Man holding a coin. So there's a rich man asunder. A man bringing you some money. This could be somebody having a job interview. This could be somebody actually meeting a man that has a lot of money and wants to take care of them. You know, this represents a masculine energy bringing in some security. So with this 8 of Swords in reverse, you know, this is talking about getting out of your own head. So for some of us, there's someone that maybe wants to love you, someone that wants to support you, or just something that you know is going to elevate your life, but you can't dedicate your time and energy to it because you're always thinking of the what ifs. What if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? Instead of just trusting it and stepping into it and figuring it out along the way. Because no matter if you spend 3 months or 3 years prepping for something, you still don't have an issue when you get into it. It's going to be something unexpected because it's not just about you. It's about everybody that is connected to it. And especially if you're stepping into something where there's customers involved, where there's other people involved, where other people are going to be affected, where your friends are going to be affected, where it's love that's possibly on the table. It's not just about you. There's going to be a lot of other things at stake. So there's always going to be something unexpected. And Fear is something that is so crippling and it really holds us back from a lot. But you can also use fear to let you know when you need to dig a little bit deeper. If you have a fear of failure, a fear of success, even a fear of the unknown, ask yourself why. Do you not trust yourself enough to deal with whatever comes your way? Do you feel like if you fail once, you're going to fail forever and never shake back? I mean, what's up with the fear of failure? Where's that coming from? You know, really dig into it and use the things that make you nervous, especially when you know you don't need to worry. Like, I feel like these are a lot of thoughts that you guys are having when your intuition has already told you what something is. Your intuition has told you what it is, but you're second guessing. You're like, is it sure? Is it sure? Is this really the tea? So I feel like this Eight of Wands, this Eight of Swords, excuse me, is an opportunity for you guys to release that once and for all, and an opportunity and a chance for you guys to say, you know what? I'm going to trust myself. I'm going to stop scaring myself and spooking myself out of stepping into different things. And I think you guys are going to definitely be, you know, grateful that you did that. Of course, following up, we have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Also, as I'm getting into this, if you guys have any questions that you want me to kind of go deeper in with this spread, definitely fire them off so we can, you know, keep this going, or I'll just keep, you know, keep the message going wherever it may take me. But if you guys have specific questions after getting into it, then definitely let me know. But with the Queen of Swords here, you know, this talks about experience, wisdom, you know, basically realizing why you have to go through that stuff. It's going to make sense to you. Just like I said, you're being tested. You're being prepared for these things. The Eight of Swords is what you just left. And now you're the Queen of Swords. The Eight of Swords were holding you down, and now you are the Queen of Swords. Your mind was holding you back. Now you are the queen of your mind. Your mind is your strength now, and it used to be your weakness. It used to be what was holding you back. It used to be what was crippling you. Now your mind is your safe space of experience, of understanding, of peace. That is what you're supposed to be stepping into. That's the transformation that's happening right now. And sometimes the only way to deal with that is to face the fear head on. If not, the only way to deal with it is to face the fear head on. And that's what we're doing right now. That was good, wasn't it? Stop. I know it was good. I know it was good. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. This talks about focus, determination, and basically getting back into where you like, okay, I really, really got it now. So it's so funny how we doubt ourselves, and the second we feel good, we like, okay, I'm real good. It's like you could have felt real good 3 months ago or 3 years ago for some of us. It's like it takes a split second for you to regain your confidence that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, that you are who you say you are, that you're moving in the right direction. And I think we need to go with that. Of course, that's always a great space to be in. And again, we have a man holding a coin. A man holding a coin. Let's pull some more cards about this man holding a coin. For some of you guys, you might be the man holding a coin. Some of y'all might be the man holding a coin. You know, you might be bringing a bag into somebody's life, or just stepping up into a space. For some of you, I feel you're going to be practicing more masculine energy with your money, which means you're not going to, you know, do things based off emotion. You're going to give yourself time to think critically, make plans, strategize, and then follow through. Because feminine energy is not enough to lead your goals where they need to be. Feminine energy gives you the idea. You need the masculine energy to give you the blueprint and to put you in the space where you understand, if I want to do this, I need to take a marketing class, or I need to give me an ebook, or I need to research a little bit more, versus just, oh, I want to be a lash tech. Oh, I want to be a nail tech. Oh, I want to be a hairstylist. Oh, I want to be a YouTuber. Oh, I want to do TikTok. Oh, I want to make songs. Oh, I want to go do this. Oh, I want to go back to school, you know, because our energy can feel like that. When your critical thinking will help you understand, okay, all of these things I want to do, what do all of these things have in common? Why do I keep going from this to this to this to this? What is something that all of these things have in common that I can use as my foundation to find what I really want, instead of just being led from here to here to here to here and jumping on everything before I give myself time to figure it out? So I feel some of us are going to be more masculine mindset with how we spend our money, how we budget, how we save, whatever the case may be, just making plans, you know. And I wanted to get a little bit more tea about this man holding a coin, so let's move a little bit further. And again, I hope everybody is feeling great. I'm working right now, so I'm not going to answer that. All right. So we have the Two of Swords, guys. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. The Two of Swords in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Three of Wands. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So with this Two of Swords in reverse talks about finally facing the problems once and for all. And that's literally what I was just saying, letting go of the thing that tells you this is too much, I can't deal with this, I can't deal with this. This talks about finally letting it go and finally being able to deal with it. Because once you do pull the Band-Aid off, it's like, oh, that wasn't even that bad. That's literally the thing. Once you finally do face it, once you finally do come up with a plan, once you finally say, okay, hey, how do I need to do this? How do I need to do this? It all aligns for you. It's just that initial fear that can make it so crippling. Also, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this talks about knowing your worth, and just, making sure that you aren't settling, especially if the core of something is missing. If you are looking for a new job and the reason you left your old job is because your management sucked, why would you take the first job that comes around just because you need some money and the management sucks? The whole point of why you left the last situation is because the management sucks. So why would you walk into another space just because you're ready to be somewhere and the management sucks? Why would you do that? The Three of Pentacles is about recognizing what you need in a team, recognizing what you need in collaboration, recognizing what you need in partnership so everything can work together smoothly. So I feel you guys are definitely going to just be, kind of raising your price a little bit, raising your standard a little bit in terms of, what you're stepping into. And this is all, of course, supporting this man with the coin. Excuse me if I burp, I ate some crackers. We had the Three of Wands. We have the Three of Wands. This talks about seeing new opportunities, basically stepping into new spaces, trusting yourself, believing the things that you can do, having faith in yourself. So yeah, I feel like there's definitely some stability that we're stepping into that is really going to support us and, support this new space that we're stepping into. You have to know what you want and be aware of what you want and face the issues to step into it seamlessly. And that's definitely what we're doing. We also have caring connection. So, hella relationship tea. We have caring connection. So for some of us, y'all are definitely about to meet somebody for sure. We definitely have some, it's cuffing season, I guess, right? It's the fall, right? That's what the kids say, huh? It's cuffing season. Yeah. It's definitely giving that. It's definitely giving cuffing season. All right. How are you guys feeling about everything? I'm going to go ahead and pull another spread. And this kind of, I guess, I was going to say just kind of continue what we've been talking about, but I might want to ask a specific question. So I'm trying to think about what I want to get into. We have all of this stuff about connections and relationships, so let's just see, how our relationships are going to be affecting everything that we're working on right now. Somebody else mentioned some friendship stuff, so let's just see how our relationships are going to be affecting everything that we're stepping into. Hold up now. Okay, so some of us, our relationships are being used to help us reclaim our voice and our power. Just because someone is good for you doesn't mean that they should control your life. Just because someone is a good person or they've added some happiness into your life, it doesn't mean that they should be controlling your life. Just because something, whatever that case may be, it's like things are not that concrete. It's not like you have a good friend that comes into your life and you can't ever say anything to them ever because they answered your call one time when you really needed them. You always have the opportunity to speak your truth and protect yourself and protect your voice no matter what. We have Angel of Strength. So I feel like for a lot of y'all, you are super, super nervous about speaking your truth, letting people know when something is not serving you, being open and honest about how you're really, really feeling. Even if once upon a time you liked that somebody was taking control or taking charge or, leading a conversation or whatever, and now you feel like, okay, when you lead a conversation, it goes in spaces that I really don't want it to go. Your energy is telling you to say something about it. Don't just spend all your time thinking about it. You better say something about it, You guys are learning how to support yourself differently. You're learning how to stand up differently for yourself. And like I said, if you want great relationships and you don't communicate well, you're going to be put in situations on purpose where you can communicate on purpose. Because if you can't communicate well, then you're not getting good relationships. That's just not going to happen. You have to learn how to communicate now in order to get those relationships. We have Justice. We have the Seven of Cups. So you know it ain't fair, and you thinking about how it ain't fair. You like, dang, they know they wrong for this. They know they wrong for this. They know they wrong for this. I can say this. I can say this. What if I say this? What happens if I say this? There's nothing wrong with reflecting on the situation, but you don't want to just reflect and reflect too long to where you feel uncomfortable about speaking up. And I feel like that's what a lot of us do. We don't speak up. We let a day pass, 2 days, 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, a month. And we're like, dang, this person offended me 6 months ago. I haven't said nothing, but now I don't even want to be around them because I should have been spoke up and I didn't. Or on a job, you know, where you knew you should have left the job, and you never did it. In your own business, if you knew you should have did something different and you didn't listen to it. You know, this is saying don't just think about it, make sure you're doing it. So in this season with all of these obstacles, what the fuck you gonna do about the obstacles? Yeah, it is a lot of obstacles. It is really stressful. What you gonna do about it? Are you gonna sit there and do what you've always done, which is nothing? Or are you going to do something different this time? Are you gonna do something different this time? Which looks like setting a boundary, protecting your peace, speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, making sure that you get what you need versus just holding your tongue. This is going to be a season where you're going to be realizing, okay, if I really want something, if I really want this, if I really need whatever, I'm going to have to stand up and get it for myself. Yes, the people in my life are here to support me, but they can only support you as much as you're supporting your own emotions and feelings. If you're not supporting yourself by letting people know what you need, how can you expect them to support you by meeting all of your unspoken needs? They do not know what you need. They can be who they are for you, but you need something specific. You need them, yes, but there are specific things that they can do for you. And there could be some stuff that they're doing that's making you feel uncomfortable. You know, if you always say yes, and now people are always asking you for stuff. If somebody makes you feel guilty or selfish, you know, for saying no. If you try to speak up and somebody always speaks over you. If you bring some issue with something to somebody and they make it about themselves. If you are around somebody and all they do is talk about other people. You know, if you know, whatever the case may be, any type of situation you have with anybody or anything that's making you uncomfortable, this is saying you to speak about it instead of just thinking about it. Speak about it if you see something. And that's what a lot of us are learning in this space. And again, we have the angel of strength, which of course is reminding us to be strong, reminding us to trust ourselves, reminding us to, you know, be courageous. A reminder that you don't have to back down. You don't have to lay down. You don't have to lay down, baby. If you want to, it's because you laying down. Ain't nobody gonna make you lay down. If you want to lay down, it's because you want to. Especially in a space like this. I feel like you guys have attracted the perfect relationships for you to learn these things in. So don't feel like, you know, I'm never going to be able to do this. I'm never going to be able to do this. Or, oh my God, I'm so nervous because this is a great relationship. I don't want to have to speak up. That's why you should speak up, because it's a great relationship. You can speak up in a great relationship. That's how you know you ain't never been in a great relationship before, girl. That's how you know you ain't never had a great relationship before. When you have a great friendship, a great partner, a great whatever, you never worry about telling the truth to them. And if you do, it's because you need to find the right words. But when you find the right words, you can speak to them about anything because they're going to understand you. They're not going to take anything personally. They're going to be able to hear it. And if they do take it personally, they will check themselves and deal with it on their own. And they will still be able to have a conversation with you. That's what maturity looks like. How do you think you're supposed to feel when people tell you what you're doing? People don't have no problem correcting you. And how you take it. You take it, you learn from it, you try to, you know, it might hurt a little bit, but you try to be better, right? And if you don't, then that's what you need to start doing. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to, you know, be a little wrong. Everybody's wrong sometimes. But you want to be able to support yourself no matter what. And I feel like you guys are, you know, learning how to really connect with yourself, really understand what you need on a deeper level. So whenever you are approached with energies that aren't giving you what you need, you know, you want to act on it. All right, guys, I didn't know if this was going to be the last spread. It might be. Let's just see how this wraps up. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last one that I do. 1, I need to eat. Yeah, 2, I need to eat. Well, let's get into it. We've been going for 25 minutes, so it's really not bad. And I'll pull 2 extra oracle cards for y'all since this is going to be the last spread. And I appreciate you guys chiming in, everybody that's here. Remember, you can check the description box to get private sessions. But yeah, we're going to be doing these collective live readings by the collective, for the collective. And I'll do just what I did today. Ask you guys what you got going on. Ask you what you're feeling. Look at all of this romance and all of these relationships. It's really cuffing season. Maybe it's all of the supermoons. All right. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna always be chiming in, asking you what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to see. And we'll be getting into it. So let's wrap up this spread. We have the Star in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Star in reverse, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. We also, well, let's get into this first and then we'll do the Oracle cards. So with the Star in reverse, this is a reminder to just not lose faith in yourself. So our faith is also being tested, as the year is wrapping up. Or just, in the next couple of weeks. If there's been something like, somebody said, you're dealing with a lot of opposition, dealing with a lot of problems, a lot of different things popping up as you're kind of getting to the end of your journey. How bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough that even when you have stuff coming up, you're going to still go after it? Or do you want it to the point where you only want it if it's easy? Or are you going to believe it even when it doesn't look believable? Are you going to be able to do that? Because if you can believe it when it doesn't look believable, then you need to be doing it. But if you can't, then you don't need to be doing it. And it's never going to work out because nothing is good all the time. And I think some of us are so attached to stuff looking good. If it's not looking good for a second, we lose all hope, we lose all faith. But you have to know, and I'm sure you've been alive enough to know, everything is all good. No matter whether it's good or bad, it's good in the end. It's cool in the end. Time passes, time heals, you get over shit, whatever. It's good in the end. You figure out something, you gotta do something. So it's gonna be better, it's gonna be okay, no matter what. And you don't wanna let those moments knock you off of your faith, knock you off of your hope for yourself, make you scrap your plans or whatever. You want to always be able to believe and trust in yourself because you are worthy of that. And if nobody else believes in you, you need to believe in you, because what do you think happens when you don't believe in you? You can't do anything. Even if everybody else is like, oh my God, you should do that. You know how many people tell them, oh girl, open a business. You should do this. You should do this. You should do this. You can't do it unless it's on your heart to do it. So do it. Also with the Knight of Cups, this talks about proposals. We also have action and door to romance. So, this talks about stepping into relationships, and connecting with people where you don't have to ask yourself, do they like me? You're going to know. And you shouldn't have to ask yourself that. If you have to ask yourself, does this person like me? Is this person appreciative of me? You already with the wrong person. People should show you that they love you, and you're going to be connecting with people who will show you that they love you. And if you haven't ever had a great relationship like that, it's definitely on the way. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles, guys, which talks about abundance, being able to do anything, being able to make money out of anything, make abundance out of anything, just being very resourceful in how you bring abundance into your life. We also have Goddess of the Moon, which talks about, connecting with your intuition, honoring your divine feminine energy. So I feel like there's a lot of different things happening right now. I feel like we are being called to recognize and uplift our masculine while also connecting with our feminine and uplifting our feminine. So, it's time to step into your multifaceted bag. It's time to be mindful of every part of your life and how you can be better and do better. And also take some time and reflect on the problems and ask yourself, what are these problems showing you? How can you learn from these problems, and how can you understand a little bit more about where you're going, what you need to be doing by the problems that you have in your life? Because sometimes these problems are blessings in disguise, lessons in disguise that will be showing us exactly what we need. So, yes. I appreciate y'all. I thank you guys for being here. That was a tea. These are the cards that I use once again, the energy oracle cards and the tarot of the Nile. If you guys enjoyed this spread, let me know. If you guys like the idea of a, live reading being led by the collective, then let me know. I want to keep doing more of these, so I hope you guys enjoy and I hope you guys chime in. Make sure you guys turn the notifications on and stuff like that so you can always see whenever I'm getting on live. Or let me know if you want me to do like an announcement on Instagram like the week of, or whatever the case may be, so I can just let y'all know to tune in. But I appreciate you guys so much. I hope everyone has a really, really awesome day, and I will see you guys later on. Thank you guys for being here. Don't worry about it, Taylor, because I'm going to save it, and you're going to be able to check it out, so don't worry. But I appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all for being here, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys. Bless.